Hey everybody, welcome back. A non-Dark Dimension video. Who would have thunk it? Breaking the monotony of that up a little bit. We're going to do a couple videos this week that are non-Dark Dimension 3 related, so hopefully that gives you a little bit of a different flavor of things. And as you can probably tell by the background what the topic might be, red stars, specifically who to bring to 5 red stars. I've been talking about this a lot probably the last few weeks. Getting even more recently, given the promotion credits that are coming in the game. Everyone's talking about, hey, who should I do? What do you think about this person? What do you think about this person? And I still, in general, think that promotion credits are to be savored. You really want to be smart once you get to that 150 mark, the 5 red stars, who you put those on. And even too many 4s are going to whittle away at that stockpile, so you want to be careful on how many you want to bring even a 4-star, in my opinion. Me personally, I'm only using my promo credits to do 5 stars and up. I'd rather the RNG orb factor get me to the 1 through 4 and kind of go from there. So, and then the gold, I'm not even addressing the gold ones in this. That's a totally different conversation. But I did want to address the 5 red star concept because there's a lot of things going on in game with these promos, with new tunes coming, and people talking about it. So I'm going to give some of my thoughts on this, as well as a couple others that I've been chatting with, Yeti and Punk. We're going to talk about kind of where they're at with it too, because we're pretty much all on the same page. So 3 for the price of 1 you get today. So anyway, let's get to it.
Bring me WolverThor!
Alright, so, like I mentioned, in-game right now, people are starting to overflow a little bit. Maybe not overflow, comparatively speaking. You're starting to get a lot more of these promotion credits. You can see I've got 254. I've been saving for quite a while. I've actually got, a Thor in here at 150, even Scientist Supreme, Night Nurse. Maybe if she ever gets reworked. Maybe I should spend those golds on Hand Archer or Ravager Bruiser. So anyway, this is the discussion, as people are getting these promotion credits here and they're going, who should I spend it on? Is Thor worth it? Is Colossus worth it? And, they see things in here and they're going, okay, what do I want to do? So let's go to the roster screen here, and let's actually sort by red stars to make it a little bit more specific to my team and the tunes that you'll see. So without a doubt, no questions asked, somebody that you will know, at least for the next year, I'm imagining, is Black Bolt. Black Bolt, absolutely, you can do him. It's not a mistake. He's used all over the place. He's still going to be great in war, even if he's moved out of the arena meta, which we'll talk about later. But he is a fantastic tune that in my opinion, is a can't miss. After that, I think if you're talking about potential non-misses, maybe the only 2 I'd probably consider are these 2, oddly enough, who are right next to each other. Hela and Captain Marvel. Oddly enough, mine are both 4 stars, 4 reds. Captain Marvel, again, arena meta, how much is that changing? Hela, she's not really necessarily an arena tune as much, but she's great in pretty much every single other game mode. But again, if arena's changing, she'll still stay relevant in the raids, but and obviously Dark Dimension, but that's a 1 to 2 time use, so you got to be careful there. So those 2 are probably my next. After that, it really kind of opens up some. A tune that my buddy Yeti, I don't even think I have mine very high, but is Thor. Thor is one who's talked about a lot. Yeti loves Thor. He's got his, I can't remember if it's, actually mine's 4 too, as you could just see, as you saw in the store. My Thor is 4 too. Say that 10 times quick. Yeti loves Thor. I definitely like Thor a lot. Yeti's used Thor in Dark Dimension, and I believe his is 6 reds. He's got a crazy strong Asgardian team and loves the passive damage that you get out of Thor by when the enemy hits all of those Asgardians and he builds up his charges, which is hard not to like. So you've got to definitely talk about Thor in this conversation because of that. He's got the self-healing factor. You might not use him in Raid as much, so you're probably talking about Dark Dimension 3 in War maybe, and then any speed run type things that you're doing in the other Dark Dimension aspects. You're more than likely not using him in the arena at all. But he's definitely one who's in the equation. Another one, Mr. Sinister. But again, a big part of how much a reason I like Mr. Sinister outside of Dark Dimension is arena. And if arena is going to drastically change what Sinister's play in that, is he going to still be relevant in arena? Obviously you need if the Black Order is really going to come and shake up arena as much as it sounds like they might, is Sinister's clone going to do anything if you got him? Like you've got to have a full Black Order team to bring a Thanos into, for Thanos to be able to get those 5 Infinity Stones. So maybe if you get lucky, but if you think about it, anybody who's going to attack you is probably going to use Black Order, and Black Dwarf or Obsidian Call is probably going to have a taunt by the time Sinister goes. So you're going to just get another Obsidian Call on your team. So I'm not sure he's going to stay relevant there, but otherwise I would have recommended him. Also, I have it 4 red stars. I had one in the, I had a 5th red star option for him the other day in my store, and I passed because I was like, I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Things could change dramatically. So, it's kind of like, what do you want to do? So, speaking of Yeti, I talked to him a little bit. The way he's got his set up is he's talking about, he's got 2 separate areas. He's got War and Arena centric, and then Arena Raid centric. His War and Arena are, again, War and Arena, Black Bolt, Hela, Thor, Captain Marvel, and Mr. Sinister. In that order. Black Bolt, Hela, Thor, Captain Marvel, and Mr. Sinister. So again, we've mentioned all of those so far. I think they're all really good, and I think I can't disagree with him on it at all. His Arena Raid centric, he's got the same top 3 with Black Bolt, Hela, and Thor. He swaps Captain Marvel and Mr. Sinister for Symbiote Spider-Man and Yo-Yo. And I have to agree for sure with Symbiote Spider-Man. Symbiote Spider-Man, I absolutely love playing with him. He is just a really fun toon. All of his negative debuffs that he puts down on people, his debuff extension, I can't find him anywhere on my roster at the moment, probably because he looks like Miles and I get a little bit confused with him. But and you've got to have him for Dark Dimension 3. So he is a fantastic, here he is down here. So I've only got 3 on him. So he is a fantastic toon to consider. I could see him potentially being a long-term Ultimus 7 play as well. I've been tinkering a little bit with him there, and I really like what I saw. I'm not ready to fully do it yet, probably because I still need some reds and some yellows on him, but as you can see, mine, I've got all of his T4s. He's a really strong toon, and I think he's going to be relevant for quite a while. The other one that Yeti mentioned was Yo-Yo. So Yo-Yo for me, I like for if she's not getting that offense down. It's all about that offense down. If Yo-Yo cannot get the offense down on a toon when they're before they go attack, then it's definitely worth bringing her to that next level. Because I also think Yo-Yo is got that same long-term potential in Ultimus 7 that Symbiote Spider-Man does. She's been a pain in Arena a little bit, but again, I'm not sure what kind of relevancy she's going to play against Black Order. Maybe she puts some offense downs and keep your toons in the game, your teams in the game. I don't know. But she's definitely in the equation, and Yeti's on point for bringing that up. So those are definitely some of the toons that you could think about. But what I'm actually going to tell you, took all this time to get to this one final point. Don't do any of them, except for Black Bolt. Black Bolt is the only toon that I will personally recommend actually taking to 5 red stars at this point and 6 red stars at this point. And you're probably like, well, you just went through all this stuff about all these tunes being good. Yeti mentioned it, Punk mentioned it, and Punk had these same tunes. We were talking about the same ones. You were just mentioning the three of you guys all saying the same tunes are all good. And yes, we do. Me personally, I cannot speak for them necessarily in this part of it, but for me personally, I am not going to do any of this because of one big reason, and it's Thanos and the Black Order. Because you can't get the red stars, the 5th red star on Cull, Maul, and Glaive. I think you can still get it on Proxima because she was technically in before they made the change, but I'm not sure she's even in the equation for that 5th one anyway. But Thanos might be. So I've only got 4 red stars on Thanos as well. And if he and the Black Order are as strong in Arena as they seem to be, as implied by Fox Next, you do Arena every day. Cores are huge in this game. This nature's gift thing. I mean, imagine if you could have so many more cores and you didn't have to have a debate about that in your alliance. All the refreshes that we've been doing, all the refreshes you've got to do in Dark Dimension 3, the refreshes you got to do in the store. Cores, 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 cores. Go back to Arena. So if you can compete better in Arena, then you can get more cores, which you get to more things. So for me, Arena has always been at the top of the list for anything in the game. I've got to focus Arena because it'll help me not just build my team, but it'll help me be a better alliance mate and get other things to help in raids, war, etc. So Arena has always been at the top priority for me personally for that reason. So long story short, wait until we see what Black Order is going to do. They could dominate Arena. And if they really do, I'm going to recommend Thanos potentially over even Black Bolt, because of my thoughts on why Arena is really a critical aspect of this game that affects everything else. So, yeah, that's what I got to say about that. Could I have said it quicker? I don't know, maybe, but that's not as fun. I want to show you some of these other things. I want to talk about the tunes that we've been talking about. Some of the tunes, if you're really, really itching to do, I wanted to say, yeah, they're still good. And Black Bolt, he's still good. Definitely can still do him, but don't do too many because of what might happen with Thanos and the Black Order. Even, it's like, even if you're like, well, I'm not going to get the Black Order or Ebony Maw, honestly, still, like, I'll tell you what, if you get to 300, let 300 be or let 150 silver promotion credits be your 0. And so build up from there. So save 150 for Thanos, and then build up to 300, and then use 150 and come down. Build up to 300 and then come down. And save those 150 for Thanos for when you get your full Black Order team. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. So appreciate you guys stopping by. As always, hammer down on the like button. Share this with your alliance mates, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, cousins, all that type of goodness. And I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Join the Discords. I'll put those in the link description below, or the links in the description below. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day.